channel. My name is Laura and I am here to do the end of year bookish survey. I saw this on Bekah's channel. It's Bekah Awesomebooknut. I have to look on my computer. I have really bad memory. It's crazy. Anyway, there is 27 questions plus 5 questions for 2018. And I wrote my answers down on my notebook, and I'm going to read the questions off the computer because I didn't have time to print it out. So anyway, here we go. I had an okay reading year. I read 75 books so far. I am still finishing a couple of them, so I'm hoping to finish at least 3 or 4 more. But I have a lot to choose from. So here we go. The first question is the best book you read in 2017, and she has different categories. Now, I changed my categories because I didn't read those categories that she had there, so I'm going to change my topics. So my best book of adult historical fiction would be Kindred, and I'll put the picture up here while I'm editing. The second choice that I have, genre, is middle grade, and my favorite book in middle grade was The Twits. I thought it was really funny. The third book is an adult contemporary, and my favorite book was Man Called Ove. Over. A Man Called Ove. Okay, my favorite adult thriller was Into the Darkest Corner. My favorite new adult book was It Ends With Us. My favorite YA horror was The Dead House, and you have to listen to this on audio. It was amazing on audio. My favorite nonfiction book was Damaged, and I think that's all I have for my categories. Okay, question number 2. Number 2 is a book you were excited about and thought you were going to love but just didn't. And the book that I put down here for this one was The Zookeeper's Wife. I listened to it on audio. It was like listening to a textbook. I thought I was going to like it because the movie looks amazing. I really think the movie is going to be better. I didn't get to see the movie yet, but I think the movie is going to be better than the book. Question number 3. The most surprising book that you read in 2017 in a good way. The most surprising book, I would say, is Quickie by James Patterson. I did not expect to like it as much as I did, and I gave it 4 stars. So, yeah, I picked that out from my Q read for my ABC challenge. It was pretty good. Question 4 is a book you read in 2017 that you recommended to people most in 2017. I think it was Kindred. I really enjoyed that book. It is historical fiction. It goes back into slavery time, and I really enjoyed it. It goes into time travel, so it was really good. Question number 5. Best series you discovered in 2017, and that I have 2 of them. One is the Steel Brothers series by Helen Hart, and the second one is The Christmas Hope, which I'm reading right now. I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually on book 4 already, so I'm enjoying that one. Question 6. Favorite new author you discovered in 2017, and that would be Mindy McGinnis. I really liked her book, and now I've been collecting all her books since then. I read her The Woman of the Species. The Woman of the Species, I think it's called. Anyway, I'll put the picture up when I edit this. And I also liked Helen Hart. I read a lot of her books this year. I think I'm up to book 4 as well in that series. Question number 7. Best book that was out of your comfort zone or was a new genre for me. And that would be the Eliza and Her Monsters I did not like the writing style of that one, but I really enjoyed the story after I continued reading on. Question number 8. Most thrilling, unputdownable book you read in 2017? And my answer is Year We Turned 40, and I picked that out from my Y Read for my ABC challenge, and I really enjoyed this one. Number 9. The book you read in 2017 that you are most likely to reread next year. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I do not reread books. There are only 2 books that I read twice in my entire life. I am 47 years old, and I have read To Kill a Mockingbird twice, and I have read just recently the Dave Ramsey book, The Money Makeover, and I read that one twice. So that's the only 2 books that I read. I have so many books on my TBR, and I feel like I don't have enough time. There's just so much to read, so many books, so little time. So yeah, I'm probably not going to reread anything. Okay, question number 10. Favorite cover of a book you read in 2017? And my favorite cover would be Sun is Also a Star, and I'll put the picture up. Okay, question number 11. Most memorable character you in 2017, and my answer to that is I can't even say his name. Ova. From The Man Called Over. Over. I think they pronounce it over, like over the rainbow, like, I don't, Uwe. Anyway, he's my favorite character. He's an old, grumpy old man, reminds me of my grandfather, and yeah, he's very rememberable. Number 12 is the most beautiful written book in 2017 that I read, and that would be A Man Called Over, and I think that was my favorite book. I keep mentioning it. Question number 13. A book that had the greatest impact on you in 2017, I would say The Christmas Shoes, and I just read that recently. Question number 14. A book you can't believe you waited until 2017 to finally read, and that would be a middle grade book, The Wimpy Kid. My son has read every single Wimpy Kid book there is, and I finally read book 1 during the summer, and I really enjoyed it. It was very funny, and I really liked it. So I will definitely be reading more of his books. He owns them all, so yeah. Question 15. A favorite passage or quote from a book in 2017. I have to move the thing down. Give me a second here. And my favorite quote is, I'm happy because I choose to be happy. And that was from the Book of Joy. Question 16. The shortest book that I read in 2017 was The Beautiful Darkness. It was 94 pages. The longest book that I read in 2016 was Harry Potter, Order of the Phoenix. It was 870 pages. Question 17. A book that had a scene in it that had you reeling and dying to talk to somebody about it. And that would be The Renault Girls. Yeah, there was like heavy topic in there about incest. So yeah, I was like talking to my friends at school about it. Yeah, so that one. Question number 18. A favorite relationship from a book you read in 2017. She has it broken down by 3 categories: romance, friendship, and family. And this one was really hard because I had to look at every single book, and I don't think I'm reading the right type of books to fit these things. But anyway, romance I picked Monday, and friendship I picked the Christmas Promise, which I'm reading right now. So The Christmas Promise. It has a really good friendship in here. Actually, they fight. Is a woman next door, and they fight. It's really funny and humorous. And the family one, I would say The Wimpy Kid. I love how the family involves with the kids and stuff like that. So yeah, so Wimpy Kid. Question number 19. The favorite book you read in 2017 from an author you've read previously, and that would be Colleen Hoover. It ends with Us. So she's my favorite author. So yeah. Question number 20. Best book read in 2017 that you read based solely on a recommendation from somebody else, and that would be The Christmas Shoes, and that was recommended to me by Elizabeth from what is her channel? Lizzie Faye Loves Books. Yeah, she's reading. She recommended us to read this, so I had no idea. Never heard of these books before. So yeah, so I am enjoying them, and it was all recommended by her. Okay, question 21. Is the genre you read the most from in 2017? And I sat here and I wrote down all my books in different categories, and I have read 18 books in YA. I read 5 nonfiction books. I read 4 graphic novels. I read 10 middle grade books, and the rest were adults. So in the adult category, the most I read were thrillers and new adult. So I don't read that much fantasy at all, and that's what I mainly read. So, and a lot of contemporaries. I read contemporaries. Okay, question number 22. The newest fictional crush from a book you read in 2017. I don't really have crushes on anything, so I'm gonna skip that one. Question number 23 is the best 2017 debut novel. And I had to look this one up. And the best book that I read, it was a 3-star for me. I couldn't find any 4 or 5 stars, but it's The Garden of Small Beginnings, and I will definitely be reading more of her books. I enjoyed her writing style a little bit. It was a 3-star, but I still want to read more of her books. Question number 24. The most vivid world imaginary in a book you read in 2017. And the only thing I can think of, because I don't read fantasy that much, is the Harry Potter books. So I'm sorry for that one. Okay, question number 25. I gotta scroll down. So 25. A book that was the most fun to read in 2017, and my answer was the Goosebumps very first book. Yes, I read it for middle grade, and I really enjoyed it. Question number 26. A book that made you cry or nearly cry in 2017. It's The Christmas Shoes. As I said, I cried 3 times reading that book. Yeah, it was very tear-jerky, and even when I listen to the song, it makes me cry. Yeah. Question number 27. A book you read that you think got overlooked this year or when it came out. And I think it's The Year We Turned 40. I don't think I heard anybody read that book before. It was really good. I enjoyed it. And I just had it on my shelf somehow, and I picked it for my ABC challenge, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, now we're on to the 2018 reads questions. There's 5 questions here. A book, the first one, number 1. A book you didn't get to in 2017, but will be your number 1 read in 2018. And that is going to be The Death Cure, because the movie's coming out in January, and I need to read it before I go see the movie. Yes, so I actually have it out on my bureau next to my bed. So it's going to be read in January as soon as I finish all my December reads. Question number 2. A book you are most anticipating for 2018. and it can't be a non-debut book. And the book that I picked out was Other People's Houses, because I read the debut in 2017, which is on my list already. I mentioned it. So I want to read her second book, which is coming out. It's called Other People's Houses. Question number 3. 2018 debut you are most anticipating, and there is a psychological thriller coming out that I love the cover of, and I want to get this one, and it is called The Wife Between Us. Question number 4. A series ending you are most anticipating in 2018, and this is a book that we didn't know it was coming out. It's coming out in 2018. It's Restore Me by Tafara Mafi. I definitely want to read that one, but I still need to read book 3. I know my daughter read it already, and she's like, what's taking you so long? I have so many books on my TBR that I haven't read it yet. So, yes, I will be reading that before I get Restore Me. Question number 5. One thing you hope to accomplish or do in your reading and blogging in 2018. And the thing I want to accomplish next year is to read at least half of my 50 and 50. So I'm hoping to read 24 books, 25? 25 is half of 50. I want to read 25 of my 50-50 books next year, and I also will be doing around the year 52 books again, and I hope to plug them in to that challenge and get some of those books read. And I think that's all I want to do next year, because I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, because I know if I do that, I won't get anything accomplished, and then I won't like to read. So, yeah, so at least I want to read at least 25 of those 50-50 books, and then try to read some new releases, and try to read some other genres that I don't physically pick up that much. So, yeah, so that's it for me, for this challenge, for this survey. This was a long survey and a lot of answers. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in another video. Bye. Thank you for watching.